Alright, here we go. It's the Frankly Fabulous Diary for the last few days. I'll just do from, well, shit. 7/21, Staycation Travel Show. The pandemic broke time off at the handle. He's been a bad actor with some of his oil wells. On the first floor, there's a cosmetology school. Check out Bob Lazar on YouTube. 7/22, Trivia Night. In the volcanic winter of 1817, Governor's Island is 400 yards from Brooklyn and 800 yards from Manhattan. The past is available for pre-order now. 8/1, Booby Trap. Car vending machines. The mind is a heart, yes sirree Bob. 5 acres, where's the lie? The 90s belong to us, that's why we love them and resell their intellectual property in a humid centipede of automated commercialized transgurgitation. Telecasa, quasi una fantasia, etude in black. Snuggle exhilarations, laughternoons. Bravo, Columbo. You're a genius. You knew the whole time, didn't you? Overwrite them with images, lives of my characters, before you met Lily. Symbolically adopt an elephant with this adorable plush. Don't let this disappear. Strength in numbers. Chris Elliott guest stars as the priest. Crazy, sexy, cool. An audience for a view. 8/2, Amish Paradise. The smoking of the Titanic. My floor sounds like a wounded bird. Some must stand alone. A man in the park tells his friend. Mandela stood alone. Dawn Power Wash, 2 prescriptions. Download the free app today. It's a pocket dial. Our commitment to sustainability, human paraquat. Kostabi keeps coming up, who I'd never heard of. Like when you learn a new word and you see it 5 times that week, I tell my neighbor on the stoop. When he says we went many months without seeing each other, and now many times this week we've run into each other on the stairs, out front, in the mail foyer. I think it's about to thunder. Kostabi World. Making out on the phone. Picabia, Bernard, Arcamboldi, and Kostabi. Flying down the elevators. We share hard square mileage. Speed run Final Fantasy VII. A lot of that attention went into Mario Kart, F-Zero X. Living near the galleries opened my hair. Bartending for a living, eating cold cuts, walking back and forth Manhattan in my uncool life. Designed after fathers. Hit the cutting room floor. Glenn O'Brien, What I Learned. Smoking after dark, walking Bleecker Park. Send back all your invitations. 1-800-COLLECT to pick me up. Refining thinking with various great art. The Gildan t-shirt. Ash on my Hanes. Guy in Codex turned lights off on me. Think it was Comet Bus. Cassavetes' resemblance to Leonard Bernstein adds a witty layer to his being cast as a murdering orchestra conductor, speeding around Hollywood Bowl in a Porsche, Blythe Danner for a wife, 5 months pregnant with Gwyneth. In one scene, he dramatically conducts a recording session to black and white footage on a soundstage playing overhead of Hitler and assorted triumph of the will iconography. David Rifkin is a tremendous musician. Blonde trumpet angling baked potato after 10 years in NYC, ready for Hollywood. Toilet seats broke off, so's the lid. Wait a minute, I'll walk you out. Eviction moratorium ends. NYU's coming back, all the children sing. My ambitious tour launches in 8 minutes. Mom's under the backwards floor crying. My emotional needs are fulfilled by cathodes, plugs, screens. I remember Zelmo. Pocket Convenience Vineyard. Avocado mini lighter near Wisconsin, Canada. Red has a friend, it's Kevin. I can switch back at any time. Zero sounds. Swinburne, what can I do with loaf? But I go on. My emails go unrequited. I'm inflicted, a little bit of death. Not cut out for this sort of thing. The autocratic forest of trees. Altered dentist here. Warhol flowers on the wall as the camera scans past. My sex life peaked in 2013, and peaks and peaks and keeps peaking. 5 minutes before they close, and on to bigger and better things. I glory in every second I'm with you. Saw Bob Holman on Bleecker and Bowery, and a few minutes later bought his book at the Strand for $6. Finding the new from 10 years ago, discerning a quite conventional education, get me beat up and I lose my job. Cheapskate Sky. If I could get some small roles on television, people would take me seriously. I work in your house, entertaining. A guru with this babe rubbed off. Skates, eggs, leave the room, house arrest, sacerdotal, here I come. I did take no responsibility for these moments, listening to suicide. Oh, the visions. I don't recognize any of these people. Rewatching old windows, it's snowing, in reverse, on Morgan Avenue when we lived there. Orbs hanging where they held their light. Maybe it's time in my own place. Black Miracle Go, Red Divot. First tape unlabeled, second shooting window. The way that American cities suggest the law. A zygote matrix fulfilling the need in upper tribes. Origin gossip on outside. It's not even like that. Repairing leaves, suggesting gists. Africa Kardashian Paste magazine. On-board wife 4 years ago. My dumb laugh pains me. I hate my life, but hope I keep it. Can smell my old life suddenly from this video. What is the significance of John Greenleaf Whittier? Smells like California fire, smells like sage, feast on dry. Maimed a pair of headphones, hi-fi Lyra. Dual memory, 1.07 megapixel OCD. Outstanding clarity. That's Damo howling in the other room. Cribbing old lines for hard years. Don't get me started on that. Your call implies a favorite credit card. 13th thank you compact disc was my cashier. I can decode it any time when I have the time. Call with what you have on your mind. Your infants lift from our soundbite cleavage. Perry Como sings Christmas in Ireland, capturing the spirit of the holidays in the heart of the Irish. 13, box 1313, 10101. Frank does Croce, women dancing in the aisles. Take me uptown, the main event, live at MSG. Frankly Fabulous, live at Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the world. One of the last living alive saloon singers. A glorious arrangement by Nelson Riddle, whose chick split, grabbed all the grass, left with 5 gallons of muscatel. Drink up, good people. Shit, get drunk, be somebody. Brazilian girls avec Ave. Almost, but not quite. White columns. Thought it was an excellent piece. Taste of the center, drinks on me, one more time or more. Infinite, my neighborhood place, and flipside optimism. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. Nelson took forever, massacre masquerading as democracy. And the walls come tumbling down, fashioning a playground of the faces I see. Flaneur, Baudelaire, Baudelarized a strange populace, doppelganger, alienation. Speak my mind out. I see about me big things taken small. A wedding in Alaska. A cup full of tears. Bar PT, Life Cafe, Cafe Pick Me Up, Jaffa, the street, the house, the room. Sincerity wears out its coat. Teach me camouflage, Samaflange, in good hands. Boxing ring, center stage, theater in the round. Coming up, forays of rain. Watch hands guiding the clock. Increments of simulation waste their way into existence. Magic in the afternoon, melting in the rain. A generous pleasure of financial support. Intro scrapbook padding as cheap. Gift annuity rates are wonderfully attractive. Secure the future of 13 for all tomorrows. Give the Via a call. Anytime I have phone mail. Film you for my show, a 4-cent ferry ride. Blue eyes forever in my heart. See my friends 7-6 Central every day. Hours vary on weekends. 3 PBS faces, good size to the news. Finally get the message, you are the public. Tomorrow is possible right now, right on time. There's always something on. Chris Elliott, also Allison Hannigan's dad on HIMYM. A soda merges cane, Damascus, Urizen bagels. Gala night broadcast scandal of this drive. The 3 tenors play the numbers, such a perfect day. Don't want no other baby. Until they reach the edges of our icy world. Islands on fire. The final voices took us by canon at home and at work. Tapped into advanced thinking from around the world. From Poughkeepsie to Kips Bay. Cat on the field at Yankee Stadium is my hero. Full disclosure, silly counters everywhere. Getting ready for bed. Need to film more inside. Smiling back at the Capitol. 8-3 silver singles. Dick Happy explode. Outran the cat. Rob Zombie went to Parsons. It's time to ask your doctor about Kesimpta. Not a dirty spokesperson participating law firms coming into contact with sprayed plants, timed deadlines, referral strike, officially licensed everything. He could go all the way. Shift focus, camera wipe, Tennessee Valley Authority, Marshall van. We are pay the bills, 50% sushi, Gramercy typewriter, and he claimed me. Doug. False support, Hanneman Gold beers, Reptar enamel. Pain forgets fast, laser drilled holes. In less than 4 to 6 months. My castle has leaks, thumbs and implants. Finders people with 11th Cafe, tuition free. You power through chronic, Petite Park, Patisserie Claude. Napkin injection site pain before they even start. Camaro Marinera, Corvette pajamas, Buzzkill Le Mans, Credit Suisse jet sur la plage, new identity spindle, hanky late nights, 99.9% of bacteria, straw made of plants, triage cognito used for ad decade, replays Sears, Chris Berman's wallet at the Don Shula Steakhouse, stack of intensity, Southern New Hampshire, par credit, how to improve for free, live for free, on general insurance. I'm paying for you, Doug. Elvinar.tv, build your very own magical city. Suit down, go big, Barracuda Provocateur, Angels and Kings once a month, Zaddy Id, all sales final. Open house attended the Tonys. Red has a front house, splendor of orange. Push Pop's titty fucking cast iron. Oscar Mayer Wienermobile boosting trustability credit score. The future malfunctions. Tall buildings waiting in line. Riding the handlebars or in the basket of a motorized city bike. Chop the knot out of my hair. Picture in my crotch. Peloton Crunch Fitness. Bulging expression to my face. St. Luke's Place. Bagels and locks. Ludicrously contrived plot twists. Her sparkling wit. Parents branched the narrative, putting space in my life. A parking emergency whisking the boat. Hope of sapient Aldi years, torn to small town. Star Wars is a plot point on all these shows. important to insecure, nerdy central male stand-in alter ego protagonists. Metal Gear Solid repurposes plot points and characters from John Carpenter movies. Even I knew that watching my brother play PS1 Double Disc 1997. Klonopin steadies the sniper's nerves. 1 part Kate Bush, 1 part Kush. The newsprint comes alive. Caution tape. Biden died last monster. A time of national confusion. Wouldn't you like to know? The cousin who doesn't visit anymore. Joe Blow from Kokomo. Lives in Chicago. Everybody's competitive about where they've been. On the back of my face. Pouncing pince-nez. Flotation device week. 8-4 ceasefire. This was today. This is all today. Ceasefire. Hours drain. What do we get in exchange? Women don't want my gorgeous ass. Thumbtack flossy walls. Hangry in general at the world. Throwing Molotov cocktails at the Big Bear warehouse fallen into disuse. Climbing radio towers, stealing cars, driving to Kentucky or Central Park. Outrunning the cops, getting into high-speed chases. How deep is your struggle for laughter? Repairing dinosaurs. I learned it getting hit hard in the face. Sex, drug, a poesy. You have destroyed the precious results of a lifetime's worth of meticulous collecting. How easy to take it easy. Headset microphone, asbestos meteorite, Mink Enterprises. Kostabi's brother, also Kostabi, was in White Zombie. It came from New York City. Pratt, to be exact. Parsons. I did not know that. Snowball hat, cajoling slurp, hard hat catastrophe, atmosphere. Lowell stroll from me. Off to the races, emotional replacement, oats and honey milk soap. Balled up rappers, DiBiase Seagull, deep impact. Marks and length sustain, flurries, loops, flourishes, dots and commas. Definitely filmed Malcolm Gladwell. Hour 16,374 and counting. She unmatched me. Streaming services dried up. Red was in Korea, that's why he's so tough. At the serviceman's bar. Maybe there won't be a next time. 2 hairs to midnight on the doomsday clock. In the center, where after the invisible bomb went off last year, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 80... we're already dead, and living after it feels this way. Hand cream, film tubes, the club, dreaming of a song, the possibility of a song. Bring me a steak from her business dinner at Sparks. I think a mob guy got shot there. Michael Gandolfini looks like a natural, reprising his father's role as Tony Soprano in this upcoming spin-off. 2007 was a few years ago, but it seemed later than that. Watching the finale together as it premiered. Being near you startles me out of my fictions, which I don't like, as I prefer their comfort. Took pains to construct it. Thought dunk. This is my desk, here in this light. Light snacking day is planned around dinner. As are weeks, my firmest organizing principle, fallback lunch with Andre at Lucien or Bar PT. Bad vibes travel through my arm to my finger out into and through the phone and screen as I send your message in self-fearing paranoia. And that brown note is Wi-Fi jiggle, shocking like a joy buzzer as it lands in your hand like a cold shoulder. August 4th and July 4th are both celebrated. We don't know which is the truest birthday of Louis Armstrong. 7-second delay, episodes faster than weeks to separate them. I intervene prosody, turnkey extreme pop sensibility, fun money, maturing auteur. Olivia Rodrigo is Disney property, upbeat current, corn derivative of shamrock marble, like sex after 2 years. Pennies for saints, a motif of Havana, into cheek lengthwise. WFLFM, station identification. Productivity crisis. Spit into a whale again, the rose so high. Load fish, a belowness, a protective limitation nearby, the collar of shore, the cufflink of you, pearl oyster bar, loading bay. Sometimes I feel like, but are you? Modest intentions, low overhead, equipmentless slight. Vanished squalor, he slept in the bus station after work. Now his family owns a lunch counter in Roanoke, Virginia. Stories absorbed, folding roll-ups, stoppings through Villiers. Thaumatography of Utricle, utopiazing gun-pound. Waterproof aglow squadrons of the coming academies. Cushion pottery stoop, taupe perigenous, gravel occurring in the vertical eruptive channel. What's not good now won't be later by accident. Warlock icicle mining pier baud rate. Wagers desire. Bong resin accepts the charges, a necessary evil. Salmon, trout, whitefish, a Shropshire lad. We shan't be working together again. Toast, waiter, lady flames. Allocation, footman of the altar. I have had a good life. When I have conversations, that's the script. I work in television. Can't decide what to do. All this work pouring in. Should I cut my tangle? Is it the source of my power? I think the beard pulled my chin down. New York's not New York, but I don't care. It always is. I live there. Monty Python thesaurus gets cholera on the frontiers of the possible. Shooting in a circle, I have a good life and no aim. Perry Street, Horatio, Jane. Bank on it. Bet. My Gen Z-ish brother, or maybe adolescent millennial, filters current lingo and memes up to me, putting it all on the line. Microflyer call-in show. Being extra. Too hip for the room, proclaims Grodin, Chuck's verdict. Too hip for the room. Extending the concerns of our fathers who had too much power. What am I supposed to do with my dad-calibrated skill set and personality? Even self-dementia already been done. When the laundry cottage buries sweet quiche ajar, waiting on ink cartridge delivery, Swedish wine nettles down. Adventure of the day. Even my walking is a hero's journey. Heroes are cornered for love and squalor, end over end the table. What else is new? Compulsive misunderstanding, part of my eyes killing joke, eye in chains. Look, but you better not. Don't even look at it. It can't be played, ever. Allman Brothers days, Dwayne and Greg, Dickie Betts, in all their glory. Dear government, I need $1 billion grant immediately to make all the art I need to make for the rest of my life. I have seen a better America, an America that doesn't work, including but not limited to beatnik novel movies starring poetry gods in their element, climbing mountains, and writing for TV Guide. KB Nimkoski will be Kramer, I will be George, Jerry will be cast against gender. We are starring in the hall. We are starring at Golf Galaxy. We are suspended in dust mote time. 1 month longer. WOR Birthcast. Surrender Theater. Franco-Prussian Lullaby. Phantasm Emphatic. East Side, West Side. All around the town. I remain unconvinced. $7.19 Cold Feet. When, boy? When are you gonna get your act together? Get back in positions, assholes. Obscenity is language filth. Remain unsanitary. Throwing time away. Lone Depot. Lone Depot. By your side. Give us a call. TV's how I keep an eye on the U.S. Take your pick. 720 Lifescape. Being a student of New York City, a playwright is just a poet who's an actor. Fried coffee is in the tap. I've got a lot of unblocking to do. Throwing good money after bad. The 21st century milkshake, Silverado, smoking the pink cigar. 721 Backdraft. Why do people on boats always wave to each other? My curse is my sexual thirst. Are we migrating to an after party? Do you need help? Let's mix it in with the budget, why not? Fool around, wait for a unit of coffee. Gotta go, couple minutes loaded. Keep up the good work. In a collapsed lung, I found Monster on Craigslist. Rock and roll lawyers do come true. That one's for Meatloaf. 722 Fiscal year. Living in the future costs a lot of money. The past doesn't matter at all. New York City is the motherboard, never-ending art film of my life. 723 Alphaville. The sun is out and it's raining. I know I've got ugly clothes. This is what capitalism did to me. $724 cash only. My computer has an ice cream headache. How to take a walk. The 21st century is so rococo. 725 free speech. Greg picks up a scrap of bark. Papyrus, he says. I've got feelings for the truth clown. Everybody's still in shock. Brendan Lorber asked me to sign my books. We traded one of his for all 5 zines I made this year, one for each season. 726 Vehicular now. When I turned around, she'd turned into a tree. Fashion repair. Sandwich Ferry. Watch this space. $728 Niagara forgery. 10 years weighs us all down, on earth as it is in heaven. Flair moves, you know who. Big haircut. First to Sisyphus. Pilgrimage to Horatio, Street of Poets. 8126 in another country.